Yo, Vemtaz here again, and this is going to be the last rune set that I'm going to try for Zerath, the Light Dragon. I kind of powered up a bunch of runes, spent all my mana basically. First thing I'm going to do is open up 2 mystical scrolls just in case something pops out of them from the event. Am I expecting anything? No, but I did get Daphnis the other day from 1 mystical scroll. Could this be something useful? No, Freya. Okay. So, well, at least we got lightning. We should be happy, right? Anyways. So let's get to it. And I'll show you the runes I put on him this time. I'm not sure if they're going to be good or not. Well, I mean, we'll test it out. Basically, this time now he's about 50,000 HP, which is, you know, roughly 14,000 more than my normal build without Vampire, though. Speed about the same, crappy. Attack lower, so the first skill, it's really going to be crappy. Crit damage, not as high, and resistance not as high, obviously. But it leaves him at the perfect amount for, with his leader ability. Or no, wait, I think I'm 2 off, actually. But anyways, let's go to the runes. We made him Energy Will. So we got this one we took off of our Wind Death Knight Bryant. Some good HP. Decent defense. This one here, high crit rate, some HP, some defense. This one was in inventory. I powered it up. Used enhancements for it also. This one here, again, crit rate, a little bit of attack power. I powered that one up with a red one, actually. I just powered that up too to get him over 50,000. It was like right below 50,000, but I wanted for the videos to be able to say it's 50,000. This one, not the greatest, but it's got a decent substat there. And then this rune here, again, not the greatest, but I needed the crit rate to get him efficient. So, a little over 50k HP, but not able to Vampire. So we'll go try him out in the normal testing area. And we'll see how he does. I'm expecting his, well, I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, his crit damage is lower, his HP is higher, so we'll kind of see if it balances out and is equal to the Vampire, or if it does a little more damage, or about the same. We don't know. Not yet. So, we'll see here. And, sure, attack somebody. Brought her along because we're not a Vampire, so to test the, of course, crits, or violent procs is chasing, I forgot. Alright, so now we'll do this. Alright, they all got the defense break. So now we're going to drop it down to 1. And hopefully it doesn't lag through this again. I'm going to watch here just to make sure. You'll see it on the screen. So a little bit higher, like 48,000. So a little bit more crit damage than it did before. And the Fallen Blossoms get his health back up a little. And we'll just kill these guys off. Put the speed back up. Alright, so now we're going to get to see what his first skill does. We'll slow that down without as much attack as it did before. So with the crit, we're getting 4,000. So I think the other one was doing like a little over 5. So, you know, attack power is down a couple hundred. Again, ideally, you'd like to get some attack power on your Zerath so that first skill, while you're waiting for your Armageddon to come back, can actually do a little bit of damage, actually help the battle a little. So, and we'll go to the boss here and let's see, make sure we're fully healed. Okay, now remember the boss has a little more defense, so he won't take as much damage. They all got defense broke. Let's see. 36, 44, so I think it's probably pretty comparable to the Vampire set. The only difference is we have more HP, but we do not vamp back. So 14,000 more HP, but no Vampire. Is that better? For farming, not really, because, you know, especially if he's the only farmer, only healing himself, that damage from Armageddon is going to go down a lot more. It's going to be relying on the first skill to do the damage, to do the kills, which is doing less damage, which means he won't be able to farm as well. Let's do some arena. Try to do some arena if we can find some good matches. Test it out there. But overall, looks like still that vampire set's my best set right now. But we'll try it out. Let's refresh. See if we can find some good combinations. We'll try this one. But yeah, I don't think the damage increase is too much. I'd have to go back and watch the first video to see exactly how much damage we did. But I think it was like high 30s to low 40s, and this was like mid 40s. So overall, a little bit more damage with the Armageddon. But not having the vampire, I don't know. We'll test it out here. Alright, we got defense break on all but Jason. See if we can knock their cooldown or their attack bars down. Of course, he resisted, but that's okay. He didn't attack anybody important. So now we're going to see his full damage he can do against the defense breaks here and chase him without. So let's see what happens here. So 18 without a defense break. So you can see without a defense break on a semi-defense monster, usually Jason's like speed, HP. It only did 18,000. Only 18,000. And that's not going to kill a Ritesh. That's not going to kill a Kumar. That's not going to kill a Ladriel, Ariel. But with the defense break, it was able to kill the other monsters in the game. So you can see the limitations of Zerath. If it works perfectly, it's good. If not, you still need killing power. So without that first skill doing damage, I mean, he's got some attack. He really doesn't. She really doesn't. You kind of need a second killer because Zerath's not like a Zyros where his first skill is still going to take down the rest. I mean, they'll still win this. It's not, they're not going to lose, but you'll see they kind of struggle a little bit against Jason. Well, they may not. She's almost dead. So there we go. So he hit for like 4,000, almost 5,000 on a crit. So again, you want to try to get some good attack subs on your Zerath if you ever get one, and have high HP. Vampire runes will help him stay alive a lot better, help him do more damage to heal back some HP. So the ideal set, I think, would be still Vampire, but my Vampire set is, you know, like you see, with my best set I have, I can get him around 36,000 HP, which isn't bad, but it's really not great either, considering without a Vampire set I can get him up to over 50k. I just don't have the runes to have him good crit damage in that too, which, you know, takes farming, but you farm all day, you farm all month, you farm all year, and you're still not getting the runes you're looking for, so you really can't affect that too much unless you're paying for it, and I'm not, so it's what it is. But that's my Zerath, and I, of course, am going to keep trying to farm better runes for him. I'll try to make better videos once I do get better runes for him. We'll try this one too. Do another video for you since it's probably the last one for him for a little while. And it looks like I'm probably going to move him back to his old Vampire Revenge runes, or Vampire Will runes that I had him on. I may actually try to screw around with the runes a little bit more to see if I can get him a little better stats than he currently has, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think that's still probably the best set I have for Vampire Will that I got for him. So none of them have buffs on. Nobody's really hurt, so we're just going to attack him and then set up Zerath to do the rest of the damage here. Well, she does. She has a... I just noticed that. It didn't strip, of course. So you'll get to see some high HP, high defense targets. He didn't get a defense break on him. So let's see if Zerath will be enough to kill these guys, or will they survive? Pretty good. They're all stunned. So now this is like a perfect scenario again. I don't think he got hurt that bad by Jameer. Jameer usually is HP or defense. Let's see. Let's see how much damage he does. He probably will kill Bella and Veramos. Yeah, all of them but the one without the defense break. So you can see how important it is to have a defense break with Zerath to do his damage. You know, I mean, it's based off HP, but it seems to have a lot more damage reduction against defense monsters. Or like if they had a defense buff on them, it's going to do almost nothing. It's going to do like 6,000-7,000 on a crit with 50,000 HP. You know, so it's really, he's really reliant on a defense break or squishy monsters that don't have high defense. If they have high defense, his damage is reduced a lot. I think a lot more than a regular attack would be. But I mean, it could be the same amount. It just feels like it's a lot more. I don't know. And it's lagging, so we'll just hit play, speed it up to 3, and it's over. So, see, they won, but on the screen you're looking at, Okay, now it shows up. So, unless I greatly increase his runes by messing around to see if I can increase his current Vampire Revenge, then I probably won't make another video on him for right now. If you guys like the videos on Zerath, you know, comment, tell me you do. If you want to see more, I can do. I mean, I used him in Necropolis B10 for a while. He was kind of like the tank since it's all dark. They would all attack him, and of course with Vampire and high HP, he wouldn't die. He could keep himself alive, and you know, had Colleen healing. So he did actually pretty good in there. It wasn't the fastest team. Right now I have a faster team that doesn't have him on there, but he can be used in Necropolis B10 because it's light versus dark. He can be used in Dragons B10, Giants B10. I mean, of course, he's not the best for like a speed run, but he can work there. So he can be your farmer if you have no other farmers. You want to use him for your farmer. The only problem is, even with the runes you saw I have on him with the 36,000 in Faimon Hell, he still dies sometimes. So you'd think, you know, being that he has a heal, being that he's on Vampire, that he can cleanse himself, he should never die, but he still does. So he's not the best farmer even for that. So like I said, I mean, his first skill really needs to go off HP. And I mean, yeah, I'm complaining about a rare light Dark Nat 5, but again, they should be the best monster in the game. You know, Zerath or Zyros with his normal set is better overall, obviously, than Zerath. But Zerath could be better if his, I don't know, I mean, I don't want to say mess with his third skill, but why does it hurt him? Why doesn't it hurt Zyros when he does his? You know, why put that negative in there, or at least reduce it? You know, put it like, you know, when he uses Armageddon, it takes 10% of his HP. You know, so then you don't have to have him on a Vampire set. You could try to get him with a really high HP crit damage set. You know, I mean, of course, I'm complaining about a monster that very few people have in the game. But even like with the Wind Dragon, you know, his first skill, just like Zerath, sucks. You know, I mean, at least have it go off of, you know, whatever it's made to be. He's an HP monster. It should go off HP. You know, or it should stun or something. You know, I mean, not just be like, oh, it fires a Holy Bolt that does no damage unless you're attack or damage attack. That's what it should say in the description, because that's what it is. But like I said, nitpicking at that, I mean, it's still fun to have. It's still cool to have a monster that nobody else does, pretty much. That's what makes him fun also. And I mean, of course, I love dragons. Everyone loves dragons, so I think I got one of the most rarest ones in the game. The Dark Dragon, I really can't say much about because I haven't tested him. I don't have any friends with one. I can look at his stats and kind of guess, but unless you have the monster to play with, you really don't know. So, but anyways, if you guys like the videos on him, I can make more. I'll try to figure out other teams he can be used in. You know, I mean, I can use him in R5 also. Maybe if I got better runes for him, I would too. Currently, the runes and the way he uses an Armageddon, he actually sets him up to die. You know, he'll do Armageddon when he's low HP, bring himself even lower, and then he gets killed when the, you know, he's got problems. I mean, he's still good. I still like him. I'm still playing with him, but he could be improved and should be improved considering he's one of the rarest monsters in the game. You know, I mean, they worked on, not Leo, whatever his name is, the Light Dragon Knight, I forget what his name is, that YDCB has. You know, they worked on him. They worked on other Light Dark Nat 5s to increase them also. So, I mean, they could fix him very easily, but I don't think it's going to happen in my lifetime, or at least the time that I'm playing this game. So if you like it, like the video. If you've not subscribed, subscribe. And if you want to see more videos on Zerath or any of the other monsters I have on my account, or accounts, you know, Vemtaz, Cyressa, Razalon, I'm going to try to put out videos on specific monsters throughout the next month or so, so that people, when they're searching for like some of the monsters they may have pulled from a Light Dark Scroll, or they may have just got an Nat 5, they can see how I use mine and see how I have mine runed. So you'll see me in the next video.